И всем привет! В этой части мы узнаем прошлое Нефер, так что усаживайтесь поудобнее и всем приятного просмотра.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing?
Never! How are you holding? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again.
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about...
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the...
Is that...
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abide... In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. There's nothing I dislike more than other... Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say?
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've...
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess...
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can...
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling...
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find enough?
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speak, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue just because...
Don't I have the best employees?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking, no matter what. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Сумир. Ну, очень похоже на Сумир. И музыка такая соответствующая. Ну да. Это Сумир.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead. Time for a little chat.
Только я не помню такого.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. What?
Oh. It's...
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some...
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just...
Здесь отсылка к тому, кем она была до. Мы теперь знаем предысторию Нефер.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in a...
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but...
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Ret...
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking...
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have...
Spoils of war. Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could get.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. Not to bet you know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed, but things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a part. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing.
So, do you get anything good?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from...
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all... You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of... There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the... I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for an praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but you told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academy. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only... This is an emergency. Please?
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Можно я не буду никак?
Officer, welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libation.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one.
It's
Correct.
so, no brothers, no sisters, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Nefer? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my...
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they...
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent me a letter to the academy.
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as the...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I...
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on...
I haven't. I just think that if you want to... This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. Let's take a look.
Там должно быть больше. Ну, в одной такой коробке не поместится куча писем.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a core of 30 representatives. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient... Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title... Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibit. For example, my neighbor who... This seems like something the academia would want to... Wait, what's this? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but... This next one is addressed to... A few words of protest regarding In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not... I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. Great letter. And the sender is... Huh? I didn't realize it. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened. Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety. And in my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as friends. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe is... There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people survive, the Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatives. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your... That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting... We have next to no resources here in the desert. and my power and influence are limited.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just... And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally... You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it.
Блин, могли бы хотя бы для этой сцены немножко упростить ее облик. Я сомневаюсь, что она вот так вот ходила.
And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done.
Nefer? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important... Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read some...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, about. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown. It's not worth much. Keep it.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more...
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very...
So, you do know who you...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50...
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll...
I assure you, Chief, that you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us...
Gladly. I am partial to wine, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well.
I don't think...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I...
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab, yes?
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in... So let me ask you, Chief, if...
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eab have held back our academic pursuits for too long. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations... Natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer...
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how.
Посмотрите, к чему приведется. Там нельзя туда трогаться.
yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so.
Yehuda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
All right, time for a sharp. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When do we get? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade secret.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power.
I didn't know you were clued up on any...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino, the spirit of...
That's Boss Neff for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him? Is he...
Well, he's not a small deal. Please, this is the bare... Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take...
I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to... I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Я так и знала.
Hey, hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Я буду думала, что
Timed
там вообще
that pretty
кот делает.
well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Neffer to conduct this investigation, I had a duty to ensure you.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all the...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King.
No wonder.
He
Ни хера не
infiltrated the
понятно.
chess set,
Как он это
read my
сделал?
thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking...
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Eab the final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans, full of secrets.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequence.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and it—
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before, but as is—
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is—
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Reicher of Solnari.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence, with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a—
I could not agree more. The power of the—
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, this raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Neffer.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared to—
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just— when I think of the man I once—
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Блин, я уже столько часов играю, а до
Hey,
новой локации даже
is
не
this a bad
добралась.
time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look... Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you... Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up...
Honestly, I'm outfigured.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her... It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway.
2 days? Holy moly!
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you... Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so... Here's what... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and
Roping us in? Why would you even say that?
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated.
I see your point,
Очень
yeah.
содержательный разговор.
But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rakhir of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if—
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so— As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you— Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.